made in the Philippines, just like some of your t-shirts. And I also come complete with Filipino parts. You know how they say that Asian men have small penises? Well, I like to think that Asian women have small, tight pussies. Sexy time, folks. It's sexy time. So I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was like, hey, Mom, how's it going? And she's like, oh my gosh, when are you going to get married and have some grandchildren for me? You know, you're not getting any skinnier. You're getting younger. And I tell her, Mom, I just like to practice making babies. I don't actually like to make any. And by the way, Mom, I'm a bisexual. And she says, oh, that's very good for you. Because now you get a choice between titi or pek-pek. That's penis or pussy for those of you that are slow. So then she says, but how is it that you know that you're a bisexual? Huh? And I tell her, well, remember that one time I was 11 and you caught me rubbing one out to some corny called 100% vegetarian? I could have gave you a little clue. Give it up for masturbation one time, yeah? Tittle your goods. You tittle your goods? Yes? No? Yeah? Yeah? He does! Give it up for this guy. You know, it just helps me sleep at night. You know what I mean? Sometimes, though, when I get a free afternoon, I get to the point where my fingers get kind of soggy. Kind of like some French fries that have been out for too long. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. I get pussy every night, it just happens to be attached to me. All my mom really wants from me, though, is to marry a white guy and become a nurse. So I'm kind of in her good graces right now. I'm dating a white guy. Yes, yes. Give it up for that. Thanks for clapping. I used to date nothing but black guys, though. I did. You too? We'll talk after the show. And you know what they say when you date black people, right? Once you go black, you never go back home. That's what my mom would tell me. But you know what they say when you date white people? Once you go white, get your credit right. I'm like getting myself in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm on his insurance now, his beneficiary. I'm working the system. That's what happens when you date a white guy. Yes, word. It's so cute when we're out holding hands and stuff. People think that he bought me on eBay. Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. So, anybody believe that oral is moral? Yes? Yeah? Oral is moral? Nobody's getting head tonight? Nope? Yeah? Alright, that guy's getting some head tonight. So, I'm just gonna go right into it. So, I was eating this girl out. And, I was getting into it. I'm doing figure eights. You know what I'm saying? I'm like working it. And then, but I didn't know this at the time, but she was a squirter. And the squirters. So it was like a sprinkler system was going off in her pussy, right? And I'm just like, is that asparagus I taste? Gives a whole new meaning to swallow or it's going in your eye. Yes. Where my fat people at, make some noise. Don't you love it when you're out somewhere and somebody fatter than you comes up to you and all of a sudden you feel skinny? I love it when that happens. I don't skinny dip, I chunky dog. Besides, fat people are just harder to kidnap. Right. But I was wasn't always this thick, you know. I wasn't always this thicker than a Snicker. At one point in time, when I was 22 and 20 pounds lighter, me and my girlfriends decided to go to the grass rail. Wednesday night, open pole night, wet t-shirt contest. So I get on that stage and that song by Def Leppard comes on. Pour some sugar on me. Come on, fire me up. And I mean, I'm working it like the rent is due tomorrow, son. And people are throwing 10s at me and 20s at me, and I'm thinking, man, I must be doing a good job. Maybe I should be a stripper. Because only money makes me move. But what had happened was, I had my thong on the wrong way, and I had the crotch part on my hip, and the Victoria's Secret tag was hanging out of my pec. But it was the easiest $200 I ever made in 5 minutes. Holla if you hear me. Jack in the Box on me tonight, ladies. Because I'm generous. Oh, yeah. So, thing to know about me is I have a really bad road rage, right? And it's pretty bad. It's like that song by Ludacris is playing in the background all the time when I get behind the wheel. Like, move, bitch, get out the way! Get out the way, bitch, get out the way! That's how I feel. So, I've been dating my white boyfriend now for quite some time. And we do sleepovers and everything. Yeah, aww. And, I remember the first time he farted. Everybody farts, right? But the first time was like, oh, wow. I'm like, oh my gosh, honey, I can't believe you did that. And he's like, I hate to break it to you, honey, but you fart in your sleep. I'm like, wow. Thanks for letting me know, honey. Sorry about that. It was Mexican food from last night. But don't judge me, folks. A lot of this stuff happened a long time ago. Besides, the only time you should be looking down on somebody is when they're performing fellatio. So, yes, don't know that. Right. Anyways, I gotta bounce like some titties, y'all. But I do want to leave you with one thing. Don't be a peg. Eat one.